one special recipe, which is from the family. Yeah. So it's my special nephew's little recipe I'm going to share in today. And I think it's great for this festive season. So let's dig in and let's see what we're going to be doing. Today we're going to be doing some shrimp rice, some coated shrimp, and of course seafood fried rice. Have you tried seafood fried rice before? This is just a dive for. So yeah, this Christmas we're going to do our meals differently. It insists like a curry bubble. You see that thing. So obviously what we need is our shrimp. We need some spices, and for the spicing of the shrimp, what I use is the salt, turmeric, or you can use your curry powder, which is usually mixed over here. Then I had a bit of the red pepper. I had a bit of the black pepper, and then I had mixed spices for seasoning, which is mostly my perquisites, bay leaves, um, the cloves, yes, with the amber, yes, they all come in there in bit. So what I do is to marinate the shrimps and let it sit for a while. That brings out the taste in there as well. So for all the recipes I'm going to do today, the coated shrimp, the shrimp rice, and the fried rice, for all of them, I just marinate the shrimp first. The shrimps, I've unscaled it and it is in my recipe. The shrimp kebab, the broccoli grilled. That recipe, you see how I unskin my shrimps. And for the coating of the shrimps, the golden fried shrimps, what I need is the flour, your turmeric, which is going to give it that yellow color or the golden color, a bit of salt, a bit of black pepper, and a little bit of the mixed spices. So the bay leaves with the mentia pepper and the ridiamba and all those ones, just a little bit of them together, and a little egg to bind it as well. So what I do is to mix all these things up together with water, then I add in my egg. It shouldn't be runny, so that when you put it in, it will all drip off. It should be a bit thick. So just dip in your shrimps, you put it into your hot oil, and then you let it fry. So it's just from shrimp to your stock, then it goes in. So when you're doing this, you can decide to marinate the shrimp before you use. That gives it that more spice. But if you're not a very spicy person, what you could do is to just use everything like the spices in the flour, then you mix it up. Or what you could also do is to marinate the shrimp, or you spice up the shrimp before. Then with your flour, just add in your salt, a little bit of the nutmeg, or you can even use cinnamon in there with just the water and the egg. So those are the options you can use, and you just fry it beautifully. Then once it's brown, you just pick it up and then you put it in your tissue just to mop out the oil, and your shrimp, coated shrimp, is ready. So we're going to go to the shrimp rice recipe. Of course, we're going to use our shrimps, our veggies, our rice, and of course a little bit of salt to taste. So I place in the marinated shrimps into my cooking bowl. Then I added in my veggies, the onion and the carrots. You know, carrots are a bit tough, yes. So I just added in with the onion, and that's also going to give some taste to the shrimps as it's cooking. Onions will sweeten it up a bit, and the carrots will also give it some taste in there. So once you pre-steam the shrimp, then you can add in your rice. And because there's a bit of salt in the shrimp, that's how come when I place it in the pan, I didn't add any other salt. So you need to let your shrimp cook a bit. That takes you about maybe like 5 minutes just to get it well coiled and shaped before you put in your rice. If you put the rice in directly with it, with the shrimp fresh, it's going to be a bit nauseating. So once that goes in and is cooked, you can just add in your rice, add in your salt, add in your water, and just leave it to cook. And of course, I added a little bit of oil just to let it come out one to let it come out grainy. So once that is cooking, you lower the heat, and then when it's well cooked, you can just give it one stir before you take it off the fire, just to make sure that every part of it is, receiving the shrimp. And you can serve this beautifully. Won't this be beautiful on your Christmas day or your New Year or your special occasions like your birthdays and those ones? So yeah, try out this shrimp rice recipe. and let me see how it goes. Probably, yeah, my old man liked it. So yeah. So then I go to my shrimp fried rice. As my seafood inspired fried rice. So I'm going to use shrimp and then cuttlefish, aka octopus around here. So of course I need my veggies. So my spring onions, both the stem parts and then the leafy part. Then I have some carrots and I've got some sausages and my shrimp which I've already marinated. And I have my fried cuttlefish or pusina or should I say octopus like we like to call it here, but then the right word for it is the cuttlefish because the type we use here is more of the cuttlefish. That is already fried and chopped. Then I have in my rice, which is already cooked. So what I'm going to do first is to fry up the shrimp and get it to cook first. And when you're frying it, what you need is a little bit of oil, depending on the quantity you are doing. Don't do too much oil, else your rice is going to come out too oily. So once that is finely cooked, I'm going to add in my sausages, which take a bit of time to also fry. And don't forget the oil is less here. Now, the next thing I'm going to add is my carrot because that is a tougher veggie. And I like my carrots to stand out in my rice. So yeah, I added it in. Then I added the fried octopus. If you use a fresh one, it's up to you. But then if you use a fresh octopus, it can be a bit nauseating. If the ingredients you put in are not well cooked or they are not well seasoned before they go in, maybe a bit hard to eat. Then of course our salt went in together with our green scallions or our spring onions. Then I guess add in the rice. For this one, I'm not going to add any soy sauce to it because the rice and the octopus and all those ones, they all come with their own peculiar taste. You want it to stand out. Yes, you know the seafood itself has its own beautiful color. It adds to your food. It has its own beautiful aroma and fragrance and taste and all those things that come in. So you may not really need to add in your soy sauce, but it's up to you. If you really want that color, you can try to add it all. And this is a very simple stir fry you can do for your special occasions. Yeah, or you can do to give yourself a treat. So that's a simple seafood inspired fried rice recipe. I'd want you to give it a try and let me know so I can give my nephew his due credit when you do it. So till I see you in the next food video, make sure you give yourself a seafood twist. Enjoy some calcium and all the omega-3 that comes from our seafood. And yeah, let us see how it goes. Lots of love from my team and I.